everybody. Jenna Cully here with Jenna Cully Events. I am the owner and one of the lead planners for Jenna Cully Events. And I have written blog posts and I'm doing some shorter videos to go alongside those in case you are one of those people like me, that it's sometimes easier to either listen to these videos or actually watch them quickly while I'm doing a million other things. And so if you are a reader and prefer to just be able to read and skim and get what you want, head over to the blog post. It's linked in this video and you can just read through that. But otherwise, if you're like me and want to listen, let's dive in. So the blog post that I'm talking about today is actually cute postponement cards that won't make you cry. At least that's what I titled it. Now, what I'm talking about with that is people that are having to postpone due to the coronavirus outbreak, okay? We've had so many people have to do that, unfortunately. And so I partnered up with some local stationery vendors and had them create some super cute cards that you can utilize. Now, you are gonna wanna go over to the blog post to see those. But I'm gonna just tell you the few bits of information that's in there that might be helpful if you are thinking you need to create postponement cards for yourself. So the first thing is, why send postponement cards, right? Like, why not just go on Facebook or, start calling people? And you absolutely can do that. You absolutely can do that. A lot of people are doing that. My biggest concern is that somebody gets missed. When you're on Facebook, you have no idea who's all seen the post, for example. And if you're doing the phone train, you might think mom called, or mom might think you called, and in reality, neither of you called, right? So you just want to make sure that you've dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's if you're going to go that route, okay? But one thing that you do have and have already painstakingly gathered, right, is everyone's address. So sending out a postponement card is actually one of the easiest things you can do in this situation. So that's the first why would we send these out. So what you want to make sure is included in that card, okay, is postponing versus canceling, okay? If you are postponing your wedding or postponing your reception versus canceling one of those or both of those with the larger group, okay, you want to make sure that information is known in the postponement card, okay? And the main reason is, even if you're canceling, you may want to send something because guests are probably waiting to hear when you've rescheduled your date to, right? They also may be holding on to gifts that they would send otherwise. So you want to let them know if you are canceling altogether so that they're not anticipating saving another weekend for you, right? But if you're postponing, let them know that so that they know they are saving a wedding date for you. That goes on to step number 2, okay, thing number 2 to include, and that is your new wedding date. If you know it, okay, you can do a postponement / save the date card, which means you've just eliminated one more piece of stationery you need to send out. So to have it do double duty, say we are postponing our wedding due to the coronavirus pandemic. Here's our new date. Please save it. Please come celebrate with us. We will be so excited to give you a big hug then, because we'll be able to, right? So you want to do that, and part of that is so that you're not getting 25 texts a day with everybody wondering what your new date is. If you don't know your new date, then absolutely still send it out, but include a resource, okay, like a wedding website or a Facebook group, whatever it may be, whatever is easiest for you, for them to watch what your new date is going to be, okay? This is step number 3. Make sure they have a resource that they know where to go to, so again, you aren't getting 325 texts, every week on when is your new wedding date? Have you guys picked a new date yet? Very well-meaning people, but when you're going through this process and struggling to figure all of that out in a short amount of time, you don't want to be getting all that information. So sending out a quick postcard can kind of be one of the easiest ways to do it. If your wedding is still on, all right, if your wedding is still on, you may want to notify guests that it's still on, especially if it's kind of on that edge of is it safe to have a wedding yet? We don't know, right? You may want to send out a little card that just says, yes, we are currently planning to still have our wedding. Please RSVP as normal, okay? This may be an insert in your invitations, or if your invitations have already gone out, then sending this card along afterwards may be helpful. Again, you want to include a resource that they can check out and say, please, in case of, things getting extended, please check out our website. Please check out this Facebook group to be notified if we are in fact canceling or postponing our wedding. That will again save you time and effort in the long run from having to notify everybody again that you are postponing or, having to move plans. So, those are just the key pieces to include on your postponement cards. And again, this is just one step if you are having to postpone your wedding. Sending these out is just one step. So I do have a blog post called 5 Steps to Postponing Your Wedding Due to Coronavirus. So be sure to check that out. There's also a video that you can watch if you prefer to learn this way. So check that out if you need all 5 steps to make sure that you're on track and not missing anything. But communicating with your guests is actually step number 4. So if you're at that point, maybe you're already halfway there. So, all right, let me know if you have any questions. You can comment below. You can send me a private message. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and all of our information is on our website if you want to reach out to us personally. We hope this was helpful. Thanks. Bye.